In this video, we're going to quickly show you how you can make your own landing page in GoHighLevel's funnel builder. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to go into high level and we are going to go to sites and then create a new funnel. And we are going to name this funnel. You can name it whatever you want. You can be, I'm just going to name it lead magnet just for now. And we're going to click on create. Now we're going to start first by selecting a new step. Name the path, so it could be whatever you want it to name, whatever's going to help you remember the funnel process. So I'm just going to put getting started, and then the path is basically going to be your domain. I'll say like leoluna.com and then / and then the path. The path is going to be what's going to be the landing page. So we're going to name this. We can name it step 1 for now. Obviously, you would want to name it something maybe similar to your lead magnet, for your case study, whatever it is that you have, but you'd want to maybe name it something like that. So we can either use an existing or start from scratch. So we're actually going to start from scratch, and I'm just going to quickly show you how to understand the different elements and the different blocks in here. So you're first greeted with this window. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about these. So these are called sections. And so the section is either a full width, so screen wide, if it's actually just wide, so we bring it in instead of being out here, it's going to be more like here. Medium is going to tighten that up a little bit, and small is just going to be a little section. So we're going to actually start off with the full width to get started. So now we have the green. So this is the width. So in order to actually do anything with this box, we need to select add a row. And then this is where you have columns within that row. So think of it like tier 1 is just an overarching structure. Tier 2 is how many columns you want. So you can do a 1 column, 2 column, 3 columns. So we're going to start off with we'll do like a quick header. I don't advise on headers for landing pages, but I just want to show you an idea of how to make a simple page. So we have the headers. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to, on the left side, I like to put the logo on. So we're going to put we're going to click add element, and it's going to be an image element. So right here is where we would put a logo. And then, so what we would do is we would select the image and then scroll down to image options, and we're actually going to plug in an image. So let's get my logo in there. So you're going to select the logo. Now, if you upload a file, I like to just upload it, and then on the bottom right corner, it says the file that was uploaded, and I like to hit copy right there. But if you already have it uploaded, you're going to click the copy to clipboard, and then we're just going to go back. And then what we're going to do next is insert. Now, this is a really big logo, and you're probably thinking, how do I make it smaller? So I like to do the width, and I'll just put it to 100. And then I'll move this to the left, so that way it's all the way to the left. Now what I see here is a huge gap from the top of the screen right here to right here. And I want my logo just a little bit higher. So what I'm going to do is actually get rid of some of the padding on the top. I'm going to tighten up the bottom. So I'm going to do it for each layer. So I did the green one. Now the blue one is kind of the second tier like I talked about. So we're going to bring that up a little bit. And then the orange one is the third layer, or the third tier of the layer. So we're going to close that up. So now we have it really nicely set up to where it's really condensed. So now we have these different elements. So this next element, we can actually say we have a phone number we want to add, or some type of call to action button where it's apply now. And so we can add a button here, which if you look through here, get familiar with this whole area because it's going to be really helpful to understand what you have available. We can add a button here that says sign up. We're not going to do a button. We're going to just do a quick simple phone number. So we can do a headline, say call now. Now we can either hit return and punch in a new phone number, or we could do another way is I'm just going to show you just so you understand the element use. So we can do call now. We can add another element in there, and so we can do another headline, and we can do the phone number 714, and we can set up something like this. Now say we don't like that font, correct? So what we can do here is we click on the box that we're going to use, and the left side. So all your editing is going to be on the left side. And so you're going to go to typography and then click on custom font. And for all intents and purposes, I'm going to do, let's see, Fajala 1. Get it more condensed here. And then once you select a font from here, it should appear quickly right here, so you don't have to go down the list again. Okay, so now we have this. So the reason why I did these 3 elements is just to kind of show you the element buttons. We can add another element here. No need to. I like it like this. So always make sure you save your work. So the first thing we're going to do is just write test. So we have the title. So this is more for like SEO metadata. We can add keywords in here, put your name as author, and then we can add an image. So when you add a social image, so you know how like when you copy and paste your link, say you send a text message, you're like, here, check out this link, you shoot a text message over. What's going to then happen is when you send that text message over, there's going to be an image associated with your link to look at. So I'm just going to click on this and then show you what it looks like. So you have your image right here. So when you send it in the message, it'll pop up on the window just like this. Or when you know how when you share it into a Facebook group, you're like, here, check out this link. It's going to show this image on the link that you share. So if you're ever wondering how you share your image, how you change the image on a link, this is where you would do it. And then you can name it however you want, and then content. So it would be right here, name. Let me move my thing over. It would be the name and then that. So we'll go over the left column a little bit. Element name. If you don't want to name it headline, say you're building a website and you want to have it more of like a global, because each page that you create, you're going to have to put a new header and footer. So you can actually globally save it. So what you're going to do is go to your section, click on manage, click on the section. So it's getting this whole section, which is the header, and we can click save and then name it however you want to say, like website header. And then when you go back to when you go actually to recreate a new page, you can do it one or two ways. You can recreate the page from scratch and then pull the section. When you go to add section, it'll be under global sections, and then it'll be listed right here. Or you can say you like how you make a page and you want to basically make another page just like that. When you do create the new page, you can select an existing page and it'll plug it in there, and then you just re-edit the page. So there's a couple ways to do it. All right, so I'm not going to make this video too long. I just want to kind of go over the options. So we have the header. So now we're going to add another section. We're going to add section. And we're going to do it just a little bit smaller this time. So we're going to add a medium-sized section. You see how the border is? Now, say I wanted to add some type of background. So let's actually add a background image. So we're going to add a background image. So the way we would add an overall background image is we're going to go to Settings, click on Background, and then pick our image. Let's see, which image background? Let's use this one. So we're going to copy and paste. Notice how it's just a big picture. So what we're going to do is we're going to do full 100 width. Let's see. Full center. Yeah, there we go. And actually, let me do a white one. That's a little bit too dark. Let's do this one. There we go. I mean, it still looks not that great. So perfect example right here. So we're going to do this. And then say I just want the header to be white right here, right? So what we're going to do next is we are going to, since I closed the margin up, I can't find that green one because it's overlapping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Manage, click on that section, and then I'm going to add a background color to that section, and we're going to name it white. So now we have this image right here. All right, so next up is we're going to add, so we added that medium row, so we're going to add a 2 column to this one. The first one, we're going to do a headline text. The next one, we're going to do an image. And then let's add the image. I'm just going to go through this really quick. We'll do just my face right here. Perfect. I mean, this isn't probably the best way that I would do it. So we're going to add a white background. And once again, I would plan this out a lot better. I'm just doing this to show you the buttons and not trying to make it perfect. So you see how you have the large call to action headline and you have it basically in the middle of this box, and say you don't want it in the middle. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the box and you're actually going to go to advanced, or actually we're going to go right here. Actually, it's you click on the purple box. So the column layout, we're actually going to go to left. There we go. And then say we don't want to have a center text line, we're going to go to the right and we're going to make this thing huge. We're going to type in discover how to sell. All right, so now we got that going. Now, for example, say, I really don't like this background image, correct? So say I want to, say it's just too dark, right? That background image is too dark. We're going to actually go and do a light fade. So now that we have the background a little bit better, as far as like you can see the words, maybe I can actually change this around. So we're going to click on the X and we're going to change the background color to nothing. Maybe, yeah, there we go. That's a little better. All right. So now that we have the top header, now we have the layers, we have the headline, we have an image. Now we can either add another column. So we'll do a one column. Oops. We could do a call to action right here. If they need to sign up to something, let's do another column right here. And let's add some text. So there's a lot of things you can do. So it's really a matter of understanding that you have the section, which is the first thing. So you have your section, how wide, how much space you want it to take. And then you have your next layer, which is called or I wouldn't say the column. So you're selecting how wide, and then you're selecting how many columns you want, and then you're selecting the actual element that you're going to be creating. And then once you have a form, you're going to select a form, and that form is going to populate right here. I edited this one for a dark background. I just picked a random one, and then yeah. So you pretty much have unlimited ways to do it. So if you found this video valuable and you just want to learn how to build more landing pages, or you just have questions about GoHighLevel in general, there'll be a link to join my GoHighLevel group on Facebook. And that way you can ask all the questions you want. I do respond to those questions that are on there. My goal is to help you understand this platform a little bit better, to be more self-sufficient and create more landing pages based on what you're looking to do. So hope you found this video valuable. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Also, feel free to subscribe so we can get this information out to more GoHighLevel users. And if you want to make sure you don't miss a video that I create, go ahead and hit that bell. And you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. I do about one video a week based on what I'm seeing people ask in the GoHighLevel communities. And I want to share that information with you to help you just become a stronger salesperson, or builder, developer. Whatever you want to do with GoHighLevel, you can do it. Automations, integrations, the list goes on. So there's a lot to cover. And let me know down below what you want to learn next. Take care.